Roman, we had this discussion last time. We're live on the fucking channel, man. Thank you. Welcome everyone to the next instalment of our F1 2019 career mode here with Renault F1 for episode number... I'm going to do my numbers here. 3, 4, 5... Episode number 46? Yeah, episode number 46 for the Chinese Grand Prix. Bahrain, man. If you did miss it, we had a huge crash at Bahrain. Go check it out. No safety car because of it as well, which I'm rather shocked about because it should have been a safety car. Really should have been. But going into this one, we have nothing brought onto the car. It's all coming from Baku. We got a big meaty power upgrade coming from Baku. That's going to help us out no end. No end. And that'll open up the minor and then that big ultimate, which you're going to try and get for about... what was that noise? Oh, it's me. It's my nose. We're going to try and get that for Austria, I think. We'll try and get this aero in for Monaco. So if we could have a big meaty aero car for Orico? Where's Orico? Monaco. You love to see stuff like that. You just love to see it. But as if our car wasn't perfect. The only thing we're not perfect on is the chassis, which we're not going to be best at. The Haas is best in chassis there, but you know, it is what it is. We're still pretty good, and hopefully with this car that we've got now, we can absolutely launch France, because France has been our Achilles heel track recently, and no reason why it should be like that. There's the update for us. So Haas have brought an upgrade. Williams have brought an upgrade, and it looks like everyone else has brought little minor ones, apart from I think that's Ferrari between Mercedes and Racing Points. They brought a big tasty upgrade as well, as have Alpha. We're the only team I think who have not brought an upgrade. What a shock that is. So let's look at the championship, shall we? And we 2 victories from 2. Top of the shop from Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz in third, followed by Roman Grosjean, good old Roman. Then Valtteri Bottas, Lewis Hamilton, Alexander Albon, Kevin Magnussen, Lucas Weber and Devon Butler round out your top 10 in points. In the Constructors, we're pulling away on 60. Really? Then it's Haas, McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, Williams, Racing Point, Red Bull, and still yet to score the Toro Rosso and the Alfa Romeo teams, which means both of their drivers have yet to score, and I think Gasly's yet to score as well. As has the... who else has yet to score? Seb Vettel hasn't scored. 2 races and he hasn't scored yet. That does surprise you, doesn't it? But in the meantime, we're going to go get practice around China. Not our best circuit, but we'll give it a go. And then we're going to get qualified. And we'll see you guys on the other side of this for Crofty's introduction to what's going to be a very exciting Chinese Grand Prix. You've got to feel it's going to be fun.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles an hour, with DRS assisting the cars down the back straight before they brake into the sharp hairpin at turn 14. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Why don't we discuss Red Bull? We have a number of changes to the aerodynamic regulations this year, and the signs haven't looked good for them so far in terms of getting to grips with those changes.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development, and even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position. A very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Poole, Bottas, Roman Grosjean and Albon, Vettel, Weber, Hamilton and Kevin Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Devon Butler and Verstappen, Perez, Ricciardo, Daniel Kvyat and Lance Stroll, Giovinazzi and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
points finish last race. Let's aim to keep the momentum going.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought we'd put an absolute stormer in qualifying, but then through come the Haas team, and they just absolutely obliterated us. They out of nowhere, man, out of nowhere. But looking at today's strategy for you, it is going to be a one-stop race, as it always is with my careers somehow. Maybe because we do 25% as opposed to everyone else who does the 50% races. Maybe we do 50% for F1 2020. If you want to see that, let me know. That would be a hell of a lot of editing to do. But you can see our setup here. We threw a YOLO setup at it, and it seemed to do a lot better than the previous setups, which I'm pretty darn happy about. So yeah. Let's go and try and beat these pesky Haas cars again, shall we, folks? Here we go then for the running of the Chinese Grand Prix. Third on the grid. Oh, it's going to be a nice view back here into the first corner. But hold us for a while. It's lights out and away we go. Go, 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 go. Go. We've had an atrocious start. We're already behind one. Oh, Grosjean round about outside. Excuse me. Excuse me, would you mind, would you mind if I just came through here, free wide, through turn 2? Oh, who was that going all kinds of sideways? Somebody was going all kinds of sideways there. I don't quite know who it was, but it was somebody. Let's go with somebody, go from there. As we head down to turn number... I have no clue, actually, what... these corners at China are all over the place. I really haven't got a clue, but through the fast sweeper section... And you can see we're giving chase to these pesky Haas cars. But we're not worrying. We're not worrying just yet. We have a game plan. I have a game plan. And it's going to come true. You know it's going to come true. Although, to be fair, third at China wouldn't actually be such a bad result as we go into the flick back before we go onto the main straight. Swing it all the way around. And now give chase down the back kilometre long back straight. It's Leclerc leading this race from Carlos Sainz. Somebody's about to make a move back here. Who's about to make a move back here? Oh, it's Grosjean making the move on Alex Albon. Come on, Grosjean. That's for P5. He's got the job done. Love your work, son. Love your work. Oh, there's a move going on at the back there. We'll see if we can pick up who that was. There's Grosjean again. Now, who was that at the back? That looked like... one of the Ferraris. Where is he? He's right there. Oh, who would you... Adam and Eve. It's Rick. It's Rick Bobby the Honey Badger. He's about to do Giovinazzi with a big dive bomb down the inside of the hairpin. And he's got him. Has he? Yes, he's got him. He's got him. That's, that will be P17 for Rick Bobby the Honey Badger. Meanwhile, it's still P3 for us. We need to be within a second of Mr. Sainz up here. Because if we're not a second within Mr. Sainz up here, then we're going to be done for on the next lap. That's theory. I mean, it's not a good theory. It's a little bit of a dumbass theory, but it's a good theory. We're just going to go along and we're just going to plod on as we do. You know, plod. What's the gap now? 0.8 of a second. This is our strongest section. This is where our Renault powertrain really comes into its own. If we can hook it into overtake and then just try and pick some kind of toe up from Sainz, that could be where we get the job done. But it looks like Albon's going backwards. It is Vettel passing his teammate on the inside into the hairpin. That might be done before the hairpin, actually, if Albon supersedes. I think he will. Is he still there? I don't see him. Now that he's took the... Oh, no! Where did he come from? Where did you come from? Who's that? Is that Magnussen? No, that's Weber. That's Justin Weber. As Sainz is... what's Sainz doing here? Why are we concentrating on Sainz? Oh, he's gone very wide into turn 2. Sneaking up the inside. Yes, please. Thank you. Haha, P2. Now we can get after Leclerc. Now let's see what happened between Sebastian Vettel and Justin Weber. That's what we're going to call him, Justin Weber. Albon's been passed by Hamilton back there. Hamilton's now coming to play. As they're still side by side is Sebastian Vettel and Justin Bieber. That's what they are. That's his name now. It's not Lucas Bieber anymore. It's Justin Bieber. Except he's not Canadian, but he's German. Oh, there was almost a bit of contact there. That's still going. I'll tell you what. There you are. Vettel should have it now. There you go. Love your work, Vettel. Love your work. Now, Mr. Leclerc, what are we going to do with you? Well, I think, you know what? We're going to box this lap, I think. We're going to box this lap, get these softs on, and get the mediums on. It's all part of the strategy, folks. It's all part of the strategy. You don't know what goes on in my head. It's a very dangerous place up there. Speaking of very dangerous places, it looks like Hamilton's going to get Justin Bieber into the hairpin. That's side by side. I fancy Hamilton with the drag around the outside. Someone was passing someone else back there, though. They're still side by side. Going down to the last corner, it looks like Hamilton's got his man. Yes, he has. Move him up to P7. As the other Williams is about to be passed by the other Mercedes. Albon has been going backwards all the time. Here comes Kevin Magnussen for P9. I think big time Devon Butler's trying to make a move or two back here. Yes, he is. We'll see that move in a second, I think, because the Chinese director is a very nice man. I paid him lots of yen. Lots of tea, sorry, to make sure that he showed everything. So it looks like, what we got here? We've got Verstappen trying to pass one of the Force Indians. I think that's Sergio Perez. Or is it Nico Hulkenberg? Well, I think he's about to be out-dragged by the Ferrari. No, that's Nico Hulkenberg in front of him. He's about to be out-dragged by big-time Devon Butler. Around the outside into the hairpin. God! Verstappen, we love your work, son. But it looks like you're about to be mugged by a nobody. Yep, you've just been mugged. You've been properly mugged off there. As well, speaking of mugged off, here's Raikkonen. There goes Raikkonen. Here comes Raikkonen. And that's a clean passage before the hairpin. Oh, big lock-up from Kimi. That's something that the guy behind usually does now. We said we were coming in for the pits, and here we are. We almost chopped off Carlos Sainz going in as well. So this is the strategy. Come in earlier. Make these medium tyres work. Get up to temperature, and hopefully we can get a nice undercut on Charles Leclerc as we leave our garage of 18 men holding rubber. I didn't say that in Bahrain, and nobody picked me up on it. That's going to be the first thing I get done for merch. 18 men holding rubber. Maybe we can get some... I just had a funny thought. I'll get onto that funny thought in a second as we see Verstappen now going after Perez. No, it's Perez going after Verstappen for P12 because we pitted. So into the first corner. Oh, side by side into the first corner. That's very dangerous. And it tightens up into the apex of turn 2. Now we're going to turn 3. Still side by side through turn 3. Turn 4 is there. And then turn 5 is this little kink right here. And they're still side by side. Oh, he almost annihilated the 150 board! What are you doing, Max? Max is busy annihilating boards as he goes through turn 6, now into turn 7. Still side by side through turn 7. And he's got the job done almost through turn 8. I think he has. Oh, sure. He'll have to wait through turn 9. And he finally cleared him through turn 9. Well, that was a long time coming there. But I don't think Perez is going to let this go. He really is. In fact, no, he's under attack from the other Red Bull now, the man Gasly. See if the man Gasly can get him before the back straight. I think he will. And indeed he does. There's that move. Love your work, son. So who's this over here? Now, this is the fight for P2. Because here comes Bottas. Look at the power of that Renault. Fnyom! That's what Bottas just did in his head. He had his coffee. Nyom! Love that. I love that pass. That was a good pass. There's another good pass coming up, I imagine, because this is Hamilton on Vettel for P5. That Moreno. Nyom! Look at that. And hey, let me tell you something. That Williams is not shabby in a straight line. That Williams is proper and meaty in a straight line. You're about to see, though, that he's got to have a problem as Albon, because if Magnus is passing him, then he's got to have some kind of problem. And indeed he does. And you saw Albon cut off Hulkenberg and big-time Devon Butler there. That was not good. Now, it looks like the man Gasly, he passed him, which is fair, but unfortunately he's just been repassed by Perez and also Kvyat. And maybe Ricciardo's going to stick his nose in there for good measure. But the man Gasly's going to instantly get that slowed up, and P13, he'll be P14 now, ahead of Daniel Kvyat. But here we are, lap number 5. We're still plodding along on these medium tyres. We're catching up to the back of Hollywood Lance Stroll. I like that name, Hollywood Lance Stroll. That's another thing we're gonna get merch copyrighted. Big time Devon Butler, Hollywood Lance Stroll, the man Gasly, and then Justin Bieber. Although I might have a bit of an issue with Justin Bieber. I'm hoping we don't. As we go to, who is that? That is Vettel being passing Hamilton, or trying to. Hamilton's, in fact he's got him because Vettel's going in the pit lane there. Now, speaking of going in the pit lane, who's that? Nice Leclerc. Yes. So this is the one I'm interested in. Where do we come out in accordance to Charles Leclerc? Because our mediums are 2 laps. There goes Sainz. Our mediums are 2 laps older than his coming on. Oh, he's been held. Who's he been held for? Oh, who was that coming? I think that was Bottas. Bottas could have just done us a favour there. Well, there goes a Ferrari. There goes a few other cars. Let's go. Oh, was that us? Was that us? Ah, I think it was. Love your work, son. Love your work. What an undercut that was. So much of a sober undercut. Let's put some cars in front of him. In fact, we're going to put big time Hollywood Lance Stroll in front of him. Give him the old dive bomb down into turn 6 here. Love your work. Oh, he's lost a bit of wing. He's in the wars these last few races, is Hollywood Lance Stroll. He's got to come in and replace that, as we're up to the back of Antonio Giovinazzi for P8. This should be an easy move going into, I imagine, it'll be turn 11. Speaking of easy moves, whoa! Did you? Oh, actually, no, he's retired. I was saying, did you see that power slide, and then all of a sudden, big time Hollywood Lance Stroll retires from the race? Sorry, son. Well, if I knew that, I could have waited. Oh, hindsight, it's a wonderful thing. Speaking of a wonderful thing, here comes a pass on Antonio Giovinazzi. Watch the power of this Renault. Nom! Oh, this will be done before the hairpin. Good lord, the difference there between the Alpha and the Renault is, it's second to none. It is second to none. So we're coming up to start lap number 7. All these people in the pit lane, so I imagine we take the lead here. Do we? Yep, there goes Carlos. We've got Leclerc behind us. Carlos is behind us. He's actually just been overtaken by Bottas, I do believe. Yes, that's Bottas in P3. So there's going to be the fight to watch on the track. I've got something stuck in my teeth there. It wasn't very pleasant. But that's enough about what I did last summer. Hey! What's the matter with you? Why you doing this, mate? I've lost my mind. I'm singing this song. And everybody now is going, please hear. Nah, shut up in your face. Love your work, son. Love your work. But here we go. So we're gapping Leclerc, which is good. We set a fastest middle sector, which is awesome. Can we use the Renault powertrain to set the fastest lap of the race? And then show Charles Leclerc that we will not be intimidated by a monogas driver in an American rocket ship. Because the AI, this is one of the circuits, the AI is really powerful around. This, and I would say Brazil as well. Oh, and Paul Ricard. But hopefully by Paul Ricard we should have a lot of upgrades on. That's the game plan anyway. Speaking of game plans, Albon is in P9. He's about to be nyommed by Nico Hulkenberg here. Yeah, he's definitely got a problem. In fact, he's going to be known by, looks like Kevin Magnussen as well. Is that Justin Bieber? In fact, Bieber is actually looking at the inside of Hulkenberg there. I think that was Bieber. We'll get that. No, it was Magnussen. I do apologise to Justin Bieber. There's here comes the man Gasly trying to defend from big time Devon Butler. Well, there was not much defence there. that was easy. And now, what's Raikkonen and Giovinazzi going to do? They're going to do something. I just don't know what they're going to do. Oh, one way, then the other goes the Iceman. The Iceman does cometh for 18th place. Last, basically. Side by side out the hairpin. Go on, Giovinazzi. Love you, Irksome. Giovinazzi, yeah, keeps the lead for the moment. As we go on to the next lap, lap number 8, and here comes K-Mag on Nico Hulkenberg, and still behind them is Alexander Albon. Albon's got the mediums on. That's worrying. He should have the hards. I do apologise. I don't know why he's got the medium tyres on as Raikkonen lines up Giovinazzi into the first corner. Wow, that's a lovely move if he gets it finished. He does get it finished, although he's got his wing in, but no, he's got him. Well done, the Iceman, says that man. Now, down the back straight. It's all been kicking off here. It has all been kicking off, but here comes the man Gasly being passed by Max Verstappen. Well, he's not quite got the move done yet as Verstappen. We'll have to see if he gets it done at the hairpin. Looks like he will. Yes, he will. So move him into P13. So they're having a nice little private battle up the back there. Somebody's smoking. Who's that smoking? I thought I saw somebody smoking there. It could have just been me as Alex Albon tries to pass Nico Hulkenberg for P9. He's going up the inside. I don't know if that's quite a work because Magnussen's disappearing. Will he keep it going through turn 4? No, he won't. Albon will hold back for the moment. I would say for the moment. But look at the gap we've got on Charles Leclerc. We're putting in some fast laps without being fast. That is incredible, folks.
Right, some information on Grosjean. They seem to have an issue.
I don't know what the gap is. I didn't quite clock it, but it's got to be about 2-3 seconds. Something like that. There goes Justin Bieber. There's K-Mag on the mini-map. You may see other things. Oh, don't you dare. Come on, Grosjean. We've got the fastest car here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hamilton's looking for the move. I think Vettel's going to look for the move. They are going to look for the move. That's 3 wide into the hairpin. Oh, you absolute nuts here. Let him go, Grosjean. Let him go. Oh, somebody locked up there. Let him go. Live to fight another corner. That's what I'd say to you. And that is an incredible action. And Hamilton has just picked both of their pockets to take that position off them. Unbelievable. Speaking of unbelievable, looks like Albon's finally got his wits about him. He's passing Danny Rickett. No, that's big time Devon Butler. I do apologise. In fact, Butler's just passed Albon back, so that's P11. Book that in. There's still smoke going on back there. I wonder what's going on. There's Albon. He's having another look here. There's a yellow flag there. I told you I saw smoke. I told you I saw... Oh, I think somebody went around then. I think somebody went around. Well, you might want to be checking that. We might want to be checking that. There's Albon down the outside. He's got P11 from big time Devon Butler, finally. So who was it that was smoking here? Who's smoking? Oh, it's Verstappen that's smoking. Oh, he's caught Gasly here. Oh, it's Gasly that's gone around. Oh, the man Gasly's gone around at Verstappen. I think a couple other cars might be collected in that. Let's have a look at that again. I want to have a look at that again. So you can see Gasly trying to be passed by, looks like Perez. So let's have a look here. Yeah, Gasly's gone around. He's blocked off Ricardo. There's a Toro. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, you hate to see what just happened then. Raikkonen and Giovinazzi flying in like absolute madmen. So this is Gasly's view here. So he's he's been turned by Perez. There's oh, look at it. Oh no, you hate to see that. Oh, you hate to see that. I think that's that might be a couple of cars out there. Dear me, what was Raikkonen doing? Raikkonen's gone to sleep here. He sees the yellow, but I don't think he's expecting what's around the corner. Oh, that is right into the back of Daniel Ricciardo. Yeah, hate to see stuff like this. Let's have a look at it from Ricciardo's point of view, and anyone squeamish should be looking away right now, because this ain't going to end pretty. So Ricciardo's slowed up. He sees the track's blocked. There goes Kvyat, and oh dear me. That is a nasty impact, folks. Kvyat's fine. Gasly's carrying on. Ricciardo's carrying on. Don't ask me how, but Ricciardo's carrying on. That was a nasty. In fact, no, Daniel's not. He's pulling off and retiring. I don't know if Raikkonen and Giovinazzi are going to retire as well, but my God, that was a nasty, nasty crash. And again, no safety car! No safety car, folks! As Vettel tries to pass Hamilton for P5. Oh, I guess... yeah. Excuse me, sorry. That was my fault. He didn't get the job done for P5. As we go to Albon and big time Devon Butler. Let's try again with that move, shall we, Butler? Nyom! Pass for P11. Love your work, son. Love your work. Actually, no, you're Devon Butler. I don't love your work. Hello, remember me? Hi. We're still in the lead. Charles Leclerc is a couple of seconds behind us. We're apparently not going to be able to run in that engine mode much longer. We're not going to be able to run in quite a lot of things much longer, if you don't mind me saying so there, Jeff. But that's your prerogative, you know. You say what you like. Well, we just hope that the phone's being answered. But of course, it probably won't be, because there's a dipshit downstairs. Oh no, he has answered the phone. So we've set a green middle sector. That should abate Leclerc for a little bit. Now what's going on with Grosjean here? I think Grosjean's got a problem because he's about to be passed by Lucas Weber. His wing's intact, so... a bit of contact on the wheels there. And yeah, Weber through to P7. I think Grosjean might have some sort of issue. I don't quite know what the issue might be, but we'll get that looked into. As we come across the line to start lap number 12 of the Chinese Grand Prix, Leclerc is 2.8 back. Wow, that's the power, and we're coming up to lap someone here. Yeah, look at this, folks. We're coming up to lap one of the Alfa Romeos. Who is this? Is that Giovinazzi? How is he still running? Somebody answer me that question. How is he still running? After taking that pile driver into the back of Daniel Ricciardo with Kimi, as Perez lines up Alex Albon for P12, and there goes Perez. So we've had Albon struggling, Grosjean's probably struggling as well. It's all kicking off here at China. We're getting the blue flags now because we're approaching Antonio Giovinazzi. We may be able to use Giovinazzi here as a bit of a slipstream, try and get some DRS down the back straight. See if we're in the second range. It'll come. Yes, we are. So we're going to get slipstream, DRS, overtake. There goes Giovinazzi. He's going to be a pain in the rear end for Leclerc when Leclerc gets to it. Yeah, we made a couple of little tweaks to the racing point setup, and this car is lightning. Good lord. Over the curb we go, come and start lap number 13 of the Chinese Grand Prix. We set a fastest last sector, but we don't take the fastest lap of the race with Charles Leclerc. That is the goal now. We want the fastest lap off the Monegasque driver. And we will accept no ifs, ands or BS from him. Bottas is booked third place, I think, yeah, because Sainz is is a fair way back from the fin, and we set a fastest green sector, well, green first sector I should say. Did overrun the corner just a skosh, and I do say it was just a skosh. No harm, no foul there as we go into the switchback. And now into turn 9. Get turn 9 right, and I believe we're going to get a green coming up here. No, it's a red. It's a red, so we're going to have to pull a ripper out of our ass on the last lap here, folks. And I do mean a ripper. To try and get this fastest lap of the race. We've got the overtake going. Not a lot of ERS left to play with. Only about 4 or 5%. Yeah, Grosjean's got a problem. Because he's now slipped into the clutches of K-Man, Kevin Magnussen. And that's going to be around the outside of turn 10 for turn 11. Into turn 12, and that is job done. Book that in for that man. And we don't take the fastest lap of the race. Wow. We're going to have to pull a big one out on the last lap then to take the point for the fastest lap of the race. Let's see if we can do it. Going through turn 5 now on the braking zone for turn 6. We've set a green first sector. That was a better entry through turn 6. Now get 7, 8 right. And we've got this booked in. Come on, there you go, through 7. So, oh, love that. There you go. Hug the apex as much as we dare for turn 8 into turn 9. There we go. Love your work. Through 9. Through 10's a fast one. Let's get on for... Oh, it's only a red, though. Hook 11. Hook 12, which will lead on to turn 13. And then the hairpin turn 14. Come on, son. Come on, son. Love your work. Leclerc is out of this. Leclerc is out of this. This is coming up to turn 14 now. We've gone a little early on the brakes there, I think. Through turn 15. Looks like we can book the win in. Absolutely. But will we get the fastest lap of the Grand Prix? I don't know. I don't know. Watch the corner. No, we don't. But we win the Chinese Grand Prix.
Well done.
That's the more important thing. The 25 points to win. 3 in a row, baby. 3 in a row.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for Renault. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Once again, it's podium time, and once again, it's a clear win for Renault. Renault have seen their fair share of success in Formula 1, and today is proof that they've still got what it takes to thrill us all. Congratulations to everyone on the team.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. All increases their championship lead. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
Let's move on to the constructors. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula 1.
So it looks like Grosjean did. Sorry, Leclerc did take fastest lap of the Grand Prix there, unfortunately. Only by a tenth though, so it's not a big loss, but you know, 1 point. What am I going to argue about 1 point? We're going to extend our lead in the championship. Bottas finishes third, Carlos Sainz fourth, and Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel with a good finish in P6. Justin Bieber and K-Mag Bruno with some points for Mercedes. Roman Grosjean 9th, and then Hulkenberg with a point for Racing Point. And look at that. 4 DNF. Stroll, Raikkonen did DNF, Ricciardo and Max Verstappen as well. That's 2 incidents, 2 races, no safety car. What is going on, folks? What is going on? You don't know. But we are now going to go see you know who.
Let's have your thoughts.
Okay, let's have my thoughts.
You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be
Absolutely.
thrilled.
I mean, to win in China. Whew. Thrilled. Just thrilled.
Do you have any comments about the collisions?
I have absolutely no comments about the collisions.
Well, thanks anyway.
Yeah, stupid. Was no collisions. The only collision that was there was between what happened at the end of the race. And how is that not a safety car again? I've got the safety cars turned on. I'd love you to see the safety car, the lesser seen safety car. And for some reason... Roman, do you know why it's not a safety car? Maybe you do, I don't know. But look at them resource points. You love to see it, folks. You love to see it. You know what that means? It's big meaty upgrade time.
Fantastic podium. Well done. Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season.
Big meaty upgrade time. Let's have a look here. Oh, I don't fancy going to any of them. I've done them already. Good. You all love that, didn't you? You love your work. That's what you're saying. So, what shall we go and upgrade? Oh no! More aero. Bing. Love your work. Gotta do it. Look how far that puts us on aero. We are by far and away the best aero on the field when that comes in. Oh dear me. We can't do anything with these over 300 resource points, which is a shame. I'd love to have done something with them. But next race, man. Next race. Holy hell. We've got a major... Excuse me. A major engine coming in. 2 ultimate aeros coming in. You'd love to see it. Oh no, we've only got 1 ultimate aero, sorry. The other one's coming in Spain. But that's fine. Good things come to those who wait. And 3 victories on the season with this car. And if there's no R&D reset, my God. Oh, I tell you now, Lucas and Kevin better be sorting the car out, because if they're not, they're going to be in shitloads of trouble. And I'll make sure they're in shitloads of trouble. Everything looking fine on the engine side. There is the updated championship. But guys, we ask for it every video. We get it regular as clockwork. Let's get 10 likes on the video. And when you do, hit that subscribe button. You can subscribe for more daily F1 2019, Snooker 9, no, NASCAR 4, Snooker 19, WRC 7, as well as other live streams that are available throughout the week. And we've got live streams on rotation now. We're live streaming through our ass at the minute. Hit that notification bell. You'll find out when we go live, and you'll find out when a new episode gets uploaded. So, all these days, thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy the Chinese Grand Prix. We'll see you all in next F1 for Baku. And until then, folks, take care, and we will see you all in the next video.